What's up, yo? Did some homework. I am trying to figure out why the fuck my sugarcane farm isn't producing enough. But anyway, I've got these going. Big going. Also, a lot of shit has changed with refined storage. I didn't realize, and yeah. Most of it's for the better. Some of it is a little confusing, but I can work with that. Anyway, I'm running out of paper for crafting books. And I just twerked in front of my sugarcane farm for a while to get more sugarcane. But that's not a permanent solution. I got the snad down there. The snad is happening. By snad, I mean this. There's soul snad too, which I don't much care for. But anyway, what I want to do today is do some domestic shit. Just pal around the base, figure out issues to solve and how to solve them. One of the problems I'm having is not enough cultivation for my sugarcane farm. So here is one solution. Speeds up growth of crops. It's the lily pad of fertility, but the recipe for it is changed from what I remember. So in addition to the fertile essences, which need those, we also need fucking powder of steady growth from Nature's Aura? And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Why? Why do you need this? So anyway, we gotta get into a bit of Nature's Aura, which, not a fan. Magic just isn't my thing. Ugh. So anyway, shit's weird. So ingot of the skies. Offering to the gods. Oh my god. Seriously? Oh my god, why? Why do you hate me? Why does it have to be complicated? Oh, man. Alright. There a tutorial for this shit? Because I don't fucking do magic all that often at all. Brilliant Fiber. Nature's Aura is a magic mod about using and replenishing aura. These quests will just go over some of the basics. To get started, make some Brilliant Fiber, which is made with gold nuggets, leaves, and grass. Right-clicking on any leaves with Brilliant Fiber will turn them into golden leaves. Okay, fine. Be that way. Make sure to read the Book of Natural Aura. You can also use it to show how to make the multi-blocks in Nature's Aura. Not a fan. Okay, fine. We'll bookmark it and shit. Alright, need to get some grass and some leaves. Which we can do with shears, as far as I remember. Either that or Silk Touch. I think both of them work. Yeah, I don't know about these trees here, but I know these ones work. Alright. Kind of want these flowers too. Horseweed. What the fuck is that? Yeah, so anyway, we're getting into magic because we kind of have to. To get anywhere with cultivating crops at a reasonable rate. For the use we desire. Maybe I should get some flax. Because why not? Poppies, roses, okay, whatever. It's the same damn thing. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna check on something real quick with the stream to make sure I set things back to what they were. Yeah, okay, that's good. I was testing audio, so I needed to record the audio that was being tested. The audio being tested was my music in relation to my speaking voice, among other things. And my current headset has a mic attachment, Although I'm not too sure that the attachment is actually required, so I wanted to experiment with that. Dude, get off my land. Fuck off. You don't matter. Okay, we got enough grass for anything we could ever need. So let's just go back home. Flowers are there, which is fine. These count as Minecraft flowers, right? Yes. Create addition plants. Sure. Minecraft leaves can go in there too. Not the logs though. The logs go up here. Small spruce sapling. Do I care? Oh yeah, and I've been messing around with these. So I have this one. This one's pretty stable. However, adding either of these to the network will totally bottom out the power setup that I've got. So I might want to figure something out with that before I end up connecting the really big shit. Oh man. Oh yeah, and I added this yesterday while streaming World of Warcraft. It's pretty dope. Yeah, I don't know. Take that. Okay, what were we doing? A very good question. You want me to make 16 of them? The hell's wrong with you? The fuck are you doing? Oh. Whatever. Figure something out with aquaculture. It's not going to be for a while, though. Better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Gold leaves. Breaking gold leaves has a high chance to drop a gold leaf, which is needed for gold powder. Yeah. Right-click on any leaves with beryllium fiber will turn them into golden leaves. Right. So retarded. Makes no goddamn sense to me. Stupid. Do they need to grow as gold leaves before I can... Yes. Motherfucker. Alright, do whatever. Not exactly golden. Yeah, fuck off. I think it needs light to convert properly. Got a torch on it. Whatever. Ugh. Oh, it spreads too. Or does it? Am I just being dumb? I might just be being dumb. I don't know. Come on, let me fucking get it, dumbass. Jesus Christ. Are these golden enough? Oh yeah, they do spread. Okay, what the fuck is wrong with me then? Why? Why did you do that? Just get rid of it. Ain't shit to do with that. Yeah, I got another. Maybe I should make my farm in the beyond. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst idea. I mean, it's what I've always done in these packs. Yeah, so I don't know. Can I enchant this? Yes. Yeah, I guess. I don't really care about that. Just put fortune on it. It's no big deal. Okay. Hey, we got one. Sweet. I don't really give a shit. Could do that too, I don't really care, but as long as we get the good stuff, doesn't exactly matter how. But yeah, I am going to have to make a dedicated farm area, because we're going to be getting into mystical agriculture. That takes space. Quite a bit of space. To get all the materials we want from it, so. Should I make more? Maybe. Probably. Okay, what? Oh. Fine. Just go to a random location, make it work. I don't know. Also, there is no infinite range / dimensional fucking upgrade for... Hold on. For refined storage here in this pack. It's fucking stupid. And you can't craft this. Why can't you craft this? And you can't craft with the original range upgrade to get anything either. So I'm like, okay, how the fuck do I proceed then? The answer being, you don't. You can't really do your remote bullshit. Remote network access bullshit. Not like you used to. Makes things pretty tricky. In a manner of speaking. 30-second timer on my face. I might make this a short stream, just because I'm pretty tired. I did most of my homework. But now I've got to let my existing homework sit and then come back to it for some alternative changes later. Which is a whole fucking mind fuck of mine, you know. And I have to do that because it's supposed to be a group assignment and I'm supposed to make iterations on the stuff I did. And all that. And apparently these don't work, which is stupid. I don't like it. Obviously. Jesus Christ. Okay, fine. Do this. Make them work. And then we can just use these as the fodder for the transformation and the gold thing. I don't know. Okay, wood stand. We need a log with frickin' leaf. How many of those do I need? 8 and 16 gold dust. Yeah, we don't have enough yet. But we will eventually, I imagine. Oh yeah, and it's dark as a dungeon down here because I live in a dungeon. Literally living in a dungeon. So these things are not going to get too much light. Unless I do this. Ba, 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 da, ba. Deal with a bitch. Ba, 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 da, ba, da. Yeah, and it tells me nothing. About how much time it has left to cultivate. Which I hate. Every other crop works like that, this one doesn't. No? Fucking suck. Oh. Some are not quite golden yet. Until they glint. Which, dude, am I supposed to know that shit? Bum 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 ba-doo. Ba-da-ba-boo. We need 8 of these now. Which means we need 8 of these. Okay, and that doesn't help anything. Pacing. Bum-ba-dee-ba-doo. This one glowing yet? Yeah. Jesus Christ. Not normally a fan of magic mods. Just because of A, the aesthetic, and B, because I have not explored too many of them. I kind of like the aesthetic of Mao Tsukai, at least when it comes to Morgan. Also, I'm a fan of the power of the Morgan, more than any other aspect of Mao Tsukai. And I understand the whole mana mechanic because I was trying to get the Morgan, and hey, tutorials exist. So, if it's any other magic mod, I might complain about it. Also, if it's enchanting, I generally understand that. It's just some magic mods I do not understand, and they do basically the same shit as tech mods, but less efficiently. So it's like, who gives a fuck? They do it less efficiently by adding more steps to it. And I'm not a fan of more steps being added for no goddamned reason. That ain't challenge, that's just more time spent. And I ain't got time for that shit. Alright, what are we up to? Token of Joy. First token you should craft. Tokens are important. Materials for items in nature's aura. Okay. Ritual of the Forest can be done by creating a multi-block structure of 8 wooden stands, 16 golden powder, and either an oak or a jungle sapling, depending on the recipe. To start a ritual, place the items needed for the recipe on the wooden stands and grow the sapling needed in the middle. The gold powder is consumed in the recipe, so you'll need a lot. Fucking bullshit. Okay, is there an easier way to make golden leaves? Or gold powder? Well, you can multiply the gold powder if you use a frickin' altar. I hate this bullshit. Also, magic mods sometimes take a lot of time, and time happens. Whereas in tech mods, there's a lot of ways to speed things up. Upgrades exist. Now, of course, I could make a bottle of time, but that's complicated too. So I have no idea. So anyway, I'm a little pissed. pissed that this shit is required in reliquary higher cultivation for shit. I just wanna get frickin' veggies, you know? I don't have to fucking do the weird ass bullshit. And I don't know. I need certain crops, and I need them yesterday. Okay, what am I doing? You know what? Let's make a building tool. Because we're going to have to make some stuff in the beyond happen, at the very least. And a building tool makes that easier. Building gadget, whatever. Right. Okay, we have our building gadget. Might as well make a void base. Because I ain't got nothing better to do. Now, what should I make it out of is a question. How about ancient stone? I can make shit out of ancient stone, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can do those. Question. Can I use dank storage with my refined storage network? Or is that off limits? Fuck. I don't want to risk it, actually. Well, we got ancient dirt. Nothing really we can do with it, but we can. Also got ancient polished stone, which requires honeycomb. Smooth stone. Right. Uh-huh. At this point, I'm like, what the fuck ever, man. Let's just make it ancient stone brick. I don't really give a shit. Because we can't do the polished stone. Not without bees. I don't have bees yet. What else do I got from the other world? Well, a bunch of warped stairs and other planks. Yeah. I mean, sure. But I don't much care about that shit. Yeah, and I can't set up a quarry in the other ever, because that's disabled. Not a fan. Okay, so how about more of this shit? What can I do with this? Wall, stairs, slab, nothing else. Cracked. I can crack them. Can I chisel them? Ancient stone. Right, we can compress it. Make it smooth. We could probably just slab. Probably a good idea to do. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. Okay, seriously. Dank storage. Where be it? Here. Do I have tripwire hooks established here? No, I've got trap doors, just not tripwire hooks. Is that a mechanic product? Yeah, it is a mechanic product. It's not a villager job site, is it? No. Recyclable small iron dust. Do I have that in here? That'd be a no. Damn. So I don't have that shit. How about mechanic products? Coal. So no. Can't do that. Well, no. No. Okay. I don't know. Oh, you could do that. Yeah, that'll work. Sorry, I'm just doing random ass bullshit. What do I make from this? Absolute garbage. Get a dank dock. Get a fucking anything. Anything that's decent. Which nothing will be. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. On a bike. Go in here. Grab that shit. Smack it. 'Cause I don't deal with your shit. Okay, so... what the fuck? Let's make a dank. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. And then just attune it to my personal dank with all the blocks in it. Really, you're missing that. Okay, let me spot you some then. Because you can't seem to find any of it with two hands and a flashlight. Do void pickup, do the unlocking. You're fine. Do the unlocking. Make this a 0. Said make it a 0. There. Okay, then lock the frequency. There you go. So we have a second version. I predict bad things. Because in the past, if ever I have connected an open-ended logistics system of any kind to a dank dock with a dank in it, it's crashed my game. So yeah, we're gonna give that a try and be woefully disappointed when it blows the fuck up. Understandable? I think that's pretty understandable. Okay. Okay, first things first. Put the dock here. Put the new dank in it, right? Now, this is going to be risky. For some reason, F isn't frickin' doing anything. We don't need an importer, we need an external storage. Okay, and a cable. Okay. Test number 1. Save the world. Get back in it. I kind of wanted to do this on stream because content. Also, pictures or didn't happen. This is me testing mods that are not currently in the pack on the pack. So if it fucks up, I want documentation on how it did for future generations or whatever. So I figure, why not record that fucking shit? Alright, so external storage to a dank dock. 1, 2, 3. Disconnected. No connection. Okay. Success? Perhaps. Now connect it. As is. Huh. Okay. So we didn't have to adjust anything. Really? Mysterious. Blacklist allow list? Without any configured filters, no resources will be accepted. Block list. Or allow list. Weird. Insert and extract. Insert extract. Priority. Void excess. Without any configured filters. Only allow resources into the storage that are configured in the filters. Right. But resources that may or may not be allowed in this storage, depending if the device is in allow list or block list mode. Can't you just make it based on contents? Because that'd be great if you could. I don't even know, man. Shit's weird. So, external. Is there an advanced external? No. No. There's just color and RS bridge. What do you mean? I don't think so. I don't think we're doing that. You know, maybe I should just make it so it doesn't insert, it only extracts. Probably. Better idea, you know. Extract only. Yeah. And if it lands in the system, I'm not too worried about it. Hell, we could make it a lower priority. It'll take from the overall system first. Maybe. Okay, I need a band-aid so I'm not fucking with this scab on my arm. BRB. Alright, I'm back. Fucking thing. I've had it for a week or two, but I kept picking at it. So it's still around. My dumb ass keeps picking at it, so it's just gonna keep hanging around anyway. So I need some solution to remind me not to fucking pick at it. Because my dumb ass won't remember. I'll just do things out of force of habit, like scratch. Okay. Yeah, I could just shove it here. Give it a lower priority. Do some extraction only. Good enough. Now we don't need this cable. And we're short enough that we could just scoot under it. And that's no big deal. Cool. We're short enough because we have the Stone of Shrinking, or Charm of Shrinking, which is fantastic for me because I like getting into weird-ass places and past my machines and all that, so it's great. Fucking love it. Okay, so we got that. Good. Alright, Ancient Stone. Now we can look at our supply. Ancient stone brick, polished stone, yeah, that's about all. No big deal. Well, I think we found another storage solution, kinda. Although, putting it into it in an unpowered fashion is a bit of a problem, because modular routers will fuck up when trying to access it. Pipes will fuck up when trying to access it. And I don't really know if there are any other mods that can access it with no buffer and no power required without crashing the game. Something we need to think about. Or I do, anyway. You don't gotta think about shit. You just gotta vibe with me. As one dude. And I hope you be vibing on this Monday evening. Okay. So I can actually do one thing over at the Beyond that will help me access this network. And that is to create a transmitter, create a receiver, create a network card, and link the two bitches. Link the locations. Also, I need to teach the system how to make range boosters, wireless transmitters, controllers are not important. At least they're not that important. Okay, so we need one transmitter. and 4 range boosters for the secondary location. And it would be easier to set up the alternate location first. Need my end platform. Alright, so it's just a plate in the void, you know? And this is why we've got freaking everything we could possibly need already at hand, more or less. Don't use that. Use one of these. Here we are. Alright, show me the grid. Alright, we could put the teleportation thing in this chunk. No big deal. Also use these bricks. Now I think I can get away with claiming only 4 chunks, but I don't know. Part of me wants to claim a lot more than that. Yeah. Because if I claim it here, I want all of them to be force loaded. That's just how I'm going to do things. Alright, so here we want a lot of area. But we're probably not going to have enough brick to make that work for us yet. That said, I need to make it multi-level, so I have a crawl space to work in underneath. Okay, this is the central block, right? We'll get there. Okay, so first things first, let's establish this as a base camp with a waystone. Called the Beyond, because that's what the dimension is called. Easy. Okay. And now, what we desire. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's quite hard to break. Or impossible. I don't fucking know, dude. it just vanish? Well, that sucks. Can I do replacements? The exchanging gadget. Doesn't seem like it. That's very unfortunate. Okay, so if I put anything down, it's gonna be permanent, more or less. Either that, or it's gonna be hard to modify. Harder to modify than most. Whatever, I think we'll be okay. Those in there. At center. Hold on. So 45 blocks out. How far is that? I think we're well within the area, actually. If we do that. Like, just from this location. So no big deal. Take me home. Alright, so this is going to be, well, central for now, but it's only central in name only. Because we're going to have other things going on. We're probably going to broadcast most of our signals from the Beyond. If we do more remote signaling. And the Beyond is going to just be our farm dimension, more or less. Not going to be much in there. Because we've already established ourselves in the dungeon. Okay, I want that to be higher up on the list. And I can't just drag and drop, which sucks. We don't really need cottage anymore, do we? Doubtful. Didn't really have anything left behind in it. Except for the budding, which I can make. So, yeah. We could probably take the tough, I don't really care. Yeah, this guy is done. We don't need it for anything else. When did I get lapis? Is a good question. Was the lapis contained in anything? I don't get it. Yeah, I don't know. Confused. Oh, it's probably because I hit the tough with boon of the earth. That's probably it. Okay. Cottage is gone. Cottage is just a nameless cottage now. Go back home. Do some sleeps. Okay, so I kinda wanna do a frickin' mega torch. I haven't taught the system how to make torches. Sometimes shit make no sense. I should tell the system how to make a torch, though. It's one of the bog standard basics. Anyway. Got plenty of torches in here, though. Okay, how about this then? We tell you to store torches. Chipped torch. Do we already have that in the system? No. Alright, chipped torches it is. So just hold on to those. Are you also chipped torches? No, you're chipped redstone torch. Fine. Chipped redstone torch then. Use those. Okay, levers, lanterns of all kinds, repeaters, comparators, pistons. Any other basic stuff from vanilla that should belong in there. Chipped ladder. Mechanic product. Why? Blacksmith product excluded. No. Do you already have pistons in here? Pistons don't have a tag that is specific to pistons. And that's annoying. Recyclable redstone dust. I don't know. Or just this. No. Oritech recyclable. I spelled that wrong. Redstone dust, though. Recyclable slash. Where's a backslash? Can't be sure. Pretty sure. Or is it not that. That's tooltip. Okay, yeah, I'll deal with that. That's pretty good, actually. That actually includes some things I already thought should be there. So, recyclable redstone dust. There you go. Put those in there. This has a lot more than that available, as far as I know. Or it doesn't. That's just being weird. Glass hives, chipped, ladder, music discs, right. Planks, plates, rails, small iron dust, redstone torch. Don't need the redstone torch because that's salvageable to redstone dust. Trapdoors, trim templates, okay. Villager job sites, wool, workbenches. Yeah. Damn. That doesn't help. Chipped soul lantern, okay. I'll just take those. Chipped lantern. Really? Has no other thing. That strikes me as stupid. Okay, and waystones, we can... Yeah, waystones, waystones. So if we collect any waystones and put it in the system, they can be in here. No big deal. And then we can craft with all this, is the thing. Okay. Don't need the explorer's compass right now. We could use this, though. Bum, 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 bum. We're going to have to redo our storage at some point, because it's a big-ass mess. Ugh. One big-ass mess. Okay, what was I doing? Hell if I know. Okay. What else? What else? Right, torch. Hell, we could probably teach the system how to make mega torches. No big deal. Would actually come out pretty beneficial right now. Alright. Back to the beyond. this is a just-in-case measure, even though I'm pretty sure nothing can spawn here in particular. I've been wrong before, though. Might as well put it underneath the waystone. Okay. What else? This is not going to be my new base camp, because I actually need access to the overworld for most things. For many things. And my mob farm is over there as well. Can't do much without it. So I need at least a loose connection over there. Also, I'm pretty sure you don't have any aura in this dimension, so I can't do any nature's aura stuff here. So then I'm like, what's the fucking point? Well, we can do a bunch of things that make life easier in here with all the space we could ever need. That we can't typically do in the other area. So, I like it. Anyway, long break incoming. Let's turn that into a short break, shall we? Mini break. "30-second timer in my face." So yeah, I'm having a chilled out Monday. Because I overslept. And it feels like I should still be sleeping, even though shit does not need to be that way. Alright. Yeah, I'm thinking I need much more than that. I don't want to be exact, so I'm going to have to make extra. Plus, I want to make walls to hem things in. Something like that. Yeah, that's the full chunk there. Establish here. Okay. One idea is that we have this central strip for processing and stuff, right? But then we have these sides for the fields, among other things. But I don't really know how to make that work off the top of my head. So What I might do instead is make this 2 blocks thick so we're not making shit entirely too free and open to destruction, right? And also seal up the machinery from below, because this is supposed to be the lower level, not the higher one. Then we build the higher level on top with ample space for machinery and power and all that goodness. Also, we've been mining a shit ton in the other, so we got a lot of ancient stone. Because I've been trying to get vibranium and also all the modium. I've got quite a bit of unobtainium, so it's like, It's one of those things you do when you're thinking, well, I got a bunch of stuff, but I need some more. And I made these tools, I want to try them out. So I tried them out. And these are the results. Some of them. Some of the results. Anyway, how tall do I need to be? Because I want to make a full-on power reactor setup, like I've done in the past. And there needs to be enough space down here for that. So we're gonna have to make another level of everything as well. Alright, let's block this out, because fuck 'em. Might as well use cobblestone. Okay, so I want it all to reside within a block. Well, a chunk, right? At the very least. Right, and I want some space for piping and such. Okay, so that has to be over a little more. That 3x3 platter is the bottom of the reactor. Bottom of the first reactor. But I also want some space for maintenance. So actually, it's more like this. Yeah. So you got a space for a pipe and some kind of inventory, and then empty space. And then what you got to do next is establish a connection to one of its sides for a resource. And then the rest of the reactor towers upward. 3 more blocks, like this. Okay, and these are just facilitating the resources. And then just one space between for the ender cells, and then another reactor on top. Not terrible. Okay, and another thing on top for the water, right? Top and bottom, water. Middle, ender cells to trap the energy, right? But that's not all. What we need now, we could use a copy-paste gadget for the other shit. I don't know why I'm not doing that. Here to here. What do you mean by that? Max size 500, size what's this? That's not what I'm doing, you piece of fucking garbage. Okay, the fuck? I don't get it, man. Oh, okay. Shift click for one corner. Not intuitive at all. Okay, and then we grow by 1 or 2. Probably 2. Grow it. Squish. Grow up. Rise up. Snap. Grow. I guess. I don't know, man. Settings. I need Y to be up by 2 or 4. Location to be down. Then both Z and X by 2. Right? Then each of those down by 1. That ought to work. Okay. Although actually, actually, hold on. Reduce these. Recenter. Yeah, do this instead. Makes more sense that way. In theory. Copy it. Paste. Alright, I need a block. You know what? Let's shaboom for a bit of a rail thing going. And then we can start flying. And okay, that's not good. Okay, so it doesn't work that way. We need it to center on these. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, and then another one here. Yeah. Okay, and then we can add the connecting doogies. Alternating. And I do it this way because this is the least amount of overlap for resource management to the reactors. Otherwise, I'd have to do like ender chests all over the goddamn place, and a shit ton of other garbage. To facilitate those ender chests being loaded with stuff. A lot of piping, a lot of mess, you know. Alright. Back to copy. Okay, so X shifty, and then we can bring it out to me, something like that. Hold on. Okay, no. No. This way. There you go. Coordinate systems are fucked in my head. Now, what we could also do is expand that, lower it, so we're actually putting the thing on the floor instead of on a little gantry thing. Doesn't make any goddamn sense that way. Anyway, so maybe like this. Start pasting. Fuck. Okay, actually copying. Let's do it from this angle, because well, actually, it doesn't work that way. Fuck. It isn't relative to where you are. So I have an idea, of course. It's going to be a little messy, but should get the job done. Should. So it's giving me the front corner here for placing thing. So there's a front corner there. And then we need 4 blocks? 4 blocks? Kind of. Yes. Much like this. Okay, and then another one here. Okay. Now, do the copying. Okay. Now do the paste. Now it should be able to do this. Right? Okay, it's a little up, which is not good. Good thing I can undo. There. Okay, fine. Perfect. Kind of. Okay, should work within the area established for the reactors. Okay. And this is power reactors, not fucking nuclear goddamn shit. I'm not gonna mess with that. Too damn complicated for me. Okay. I do want a little maintenance space between the reactors and the next floor. Right. There. That should be where the next floor starts. And the next floor is going to be another maintenance floor for the farms. And the farms will be above them by about 3 blocks. Not too severe. So we don't need this mock-up thing going upward. Alright, and the maintenance floor is just going to be the same as the power floor, more or less. 2 blocks high and 9 chunks arranged in a 3x3. Hold on. And this will be the edge of operations. Okay, so now what I want to do is make sure that we have enough space for head clearance with hanging machinery and all that. So I might as well do a 4-block gap between floors. So here, now we're also going to make it a little bit basin-like, where there's enough room for soil and grass. So we'll figure that out as we go. Now, why the fuck are the waystones appearing as untitled waystones? Doesn't make any goddamn sense. I title them when I make them, when I place them. So it's like, dude, what the fuck? Anyhow, it's not a problem for present me to do anything with. You know what? Might as well do like a aesthetic 1-block interior to the chunk. And that'll do for that kind of shit. Dun 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 dun. Okay, and now there's a basin for soil and water and actually we need to make it a thicker basin than that, because the water is going to drip, and I don't like dripping water, because that's way too fucking distracting. So make it a too thick floor, and that'll be okay. So we got soil, among other things. Yeah. Actually, oh God. The growth accelerators. The growth accelerators are going to fuck us. Fucking... Why do I even bother? Why? So we gotta build down and not up. However, we probably still do some rooftop garden type shit. Just not for mystical agriculture. Mystical agriculture will require its own thing. And that'll be extending below. Do that. Yeah, and the rooftop garden, probably for trees and such. Okay, basically the same old thing. Bam, bam, bam. You know what? Just do this. Better? I think that's better, yeah. Although actually, These are not going to help. Shit. I'm just trying not to go crazy. Not much going on here, other than that. Alright, we can't do shit for that. We have to do it individually. Just stupid. Okay. Soil / water, cruxes / growth accelerators extending all the way down as far as they have an effective range. That's basically what the plan here is. And then it's energy, then it's general machinery, processing, storage, whatever you like in this area. Then it's a rooftop garden, probably with a bunch of magic shit on it. Just in case we want to do magic here. This might be my new base. I haven't yet decided. So we're going to be making shit work for us. Utility style out here, if anything. Mob farming can probably stay in the dungeon. We could probably outsource most of the storage and stuff here over time. Shut up, you. Thing about plans, they often change. By a lot. And when they change, they are basically unrecognizable from what they were. Because humans change their minds. It's half the reason why they still exist. Because if they didn't change their minds in the moment, they'd all be dead. We'd all be extinct, people. If we didn't change our minds about certain things. So the ones that changed their minds and lived were the ones that carried their genes into the future. And so we all change our minds constantly. Thank your ancestors for that shit. No matter how infuriating it may be for you. Pathways in our brains are just wired that way. Because it was for our ancestors. Yeah, we're not done. Okay. Yeah, we're nowhere near done. I'm just establishing the base for all the stuff I've got going. Dun 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 dun. We're gonna need a lot of dirt and grass in order to do anything with that top part. But I mean, that's the project I'm mapping out right now. Not a whole lot I can do about that, other than stop the project entirely, which I'm not going to do. Giving myself more space for blocks, because we need a lot. Nintendo Wii Shop, some other crap. Yeah, we got a ways to go. And knowing me, most of this space is going to be nothingness. Because I love density. But I also like going big. Which is a contradiction of contradictions. So I'm just fucking shit up all the time. With my brain. My brain don't know shit moment to moment. Just knows what could be good and doesn't know what really is good until it fucked up already. So even though I came into this project thinking, no, I'm not going to move, I'll end up moving anyway. Because that's kind of the big-ass project I've got myself into right now. How can I not move into this? Alright, bring that to me. Thank you. Oh, right. Your dick. Nearly forgot. No. Not quite. Okay, there. Not terrible. Still have work to do on this. Could have sworn I had less of that than what it shows. Strange. It's like, do I have more of it? now than I did, or am I just dumb and didn't count? I think I'm just dumb and didn't count. We good? Kinda. Not quite. Here. Okay. And then we just build like a so. And then after this, we need to make walls. There we go. That's not too bad, considering. Alright. Now, how big are the mystical agriculture plots going to be? I don't know. So we're going to have to figure that out at some point. But for now, I think we're okay. We're going to need a bunch of wall. Dun, dun, yeah, never seen that again. It's fine. Dun, 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 na, 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 na. Ba, 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 da, 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 ba, ba, da, 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 da. Alright, we can make this. Okay. And then we put them in here for now. Ba, 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 ba. Really? What are you talking about? I'm confused. Ba, 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 da, ba, 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 da. I am quite confused. Synchronization. Am I in a weird mode that fucks with it? Maybe. Anyway. Bring me down to the walls, please. Go, 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 go. There, okay. Shove those over here. Might as well do a sort of pillar-like thing. Simple, right? there. Kinda. Yeah, not bad. You could do some finery underneath, but I mean, come on. Am I really going to be using all this for aesthetic purposes? That is very doubtful. So I'd rather it just be a box, so I'm not fucked up by the end of the playthrough. And by the end of the playthrough, I mean ATM star? I don't know. I don't really know what I'm on about with end to any of this. It's Minecraft, for God's sake. It'll be there until I burn out. Again. Till I get bored of it and want to do something else with my time. Part of me wants to go back to playing World of Warcraft every day, but I know for a fact that I have issues with that game, as it were. But that's the grass always greener on the other side thing is mostly because I spent way too much time on this game off stream yesterday, so yeah, it's looking for a little bit more interesting shit to do. My brain. Than building a new castle in the void. It's just how I am. I don't have any fucking other outlets. I don't have a job. I treat my video games like they're a job. Because what else is there? When you're unemployed, your brain can only go certain places, and most of those places end up needing medication to solve. And creative outlets are one of the healthier options. This is one of my creative outlets. Playing a video game while commentary. While commenting. Jesus. While doing commentary. I swear to God, English is my first language, and that's the problem. It's always been the problem. Don't ask me to grammar correctly, because it's not going to happen. Because I'm too heavily colloquial for any of you to really understand what the fuck I am saying. We don't have enough for a full copy, do we? No. And besides, we've got other things in the way, so... Fuck. Here. We'll do it this way, then. Do corners. What? Oh, shit. Undo, please. Go to copying. Here. Think so. Thanks for the follow. Let's see. Up. No. Down. Yeah, down and then up. There you go. Perfect. Kind of. Although not really. Nothing's ever perfect when I'm involved. So... try the pasting. You making it happen or what? Not showing me the ghost of it. Maybe it's just not able to do that one. Shit. Or do I not have enough? No, I should have enough. For a pillar. Well, I don't have it in my personal inventory. That could be a problem. Alright, fine. Be that way. What do you do now? No? Okay, fine. I guess we do it manually. Suck. What am I doing? Where dost thou be? Here. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And then we just nerd all the way. Nerd. Okay. Good enough. Over to here. Bloom, bloom, bloom. And bloom. And bloom-de-blam. And we're going to need more. Okay. You. Okay. Just a dark Borg cube in the middle of the void. More or less. Except it's going to have some stuff hanging off of it. Like most Borg cubes. Although it's not exactly made of metal, so I was like, yeah. And I'm the only one managing it. Resistance is not futile because, well, I'm alone. And I'm a nerd. Too nerdy for you. Too nerdy, 5U. Do more of this. Bam. 70. Okay, that's fine. Do 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 do. Yeah, I don't know how the volume mixing is on my stream. It's just there. I can try things that might make sense to do, but in the end, you're the judge. You are the ultimate judge of quality, not me. So if the music is too high, too low, it's up to you to tell me. Only or in emote only mode, because this is why we can't have nice things. Do more of this, please. I'm only doing this so I'm less likely to fall off. Although I do have step height, so it's kind of superfluous in that way. Step height enhancement is kind of a wrench in the works to public safety. Or private safety, even. Safety in general. At least when you're overlooking the void. Okay, good enough. Also, I'm so low to the ground because of this frickin' charm of shrinking. It's really good. I like it. Lets me go anywhere. Makes me super thin, too, which is really good for getting around pipes. Oh, shit. I've run out. Whatever. Just do it. Swear to God. Find it again. Dun, 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 dun. Here. I make boxes. Because I lack imagination. Very utilitarian designs are the only ones I make. So if you're looking for beautiful builds or inspiration, you're not going to find it here. You're going to find very, very complex, dense machines, and that's about all. Also, setups to utterly break the game and generally not give a fuck about whatever comes our way. Answers to everything other than good aesthetics. Because I like breaking systems. Exploiting them for all they're worth. Making gameplay trivial. Put in the work so I don't have to work later. Okay. Not looking too bad. Now, getting from floor to floor, that's going to be a bit of a question. Probably just do elevators and mask them as some kind of brick that I've got. Can we do chiseled ancient stone? Does that even exist? Ancient smooth stone, mossy, chiseled. What do we need for chiseled? Oh, just smack it with a hammer. Makes perfect sense. Okay. I don't know what I think about that. "30-second timer in my face. Look away from the screen, rest my eyes, have water." It's just one of those little mini breaks you have to do when you're a homebody, not really doing much other than video games. So you're not getting blood clots in your legs that travel to your fucking brain. Or at least you're trying not to get those. But somehow you get them anyway. I don't know. You do you. I'm not your dad. I don't know how I want to place these yet. I think that mostly has to do with where I'm going to put most of my farm fields, which I have yet to do. Damn it. And I don't want to put down any subpar farm fields, you know? I want to put down the best right off the bat. And for that I need insanium. And for insanium, I want to do some automatic crafting, so I don't have to do it manually. What we want to do for that is to make a master infusion crystal. which requires supremium. And we can probably make that happen. Right. You're going to be an asshole about this. Of course. Alright, so for the amount of supremium I need to get there, how many of these crystals do I need? That's a very good question. Might as well tier them up as I go. And have this quest line help me out with that by giving me things to help move it along. Okay, and then we get tertium. Then with tertium, we make some supremium. It's not going to be enough, but we will get there. Spider seed. Okay, well, whatever. It's just one of those days, I guess. I need more of that. 2, 3, 4. To make more of this. Okay. I could have done the calculations, but I didn't want to. So it's all just trial and error at this point. Okay, so we need another 4, but then we need another 16. To get up to that, and then from there we can get another one of these. But we also need the 2 for this gem, so we're going to have to get more. Should have enough with just one infusion crystal, so, you know. But I've been wrong before. I've been wrong a lot. I've been wrong most of the time. It's half the reason why I'm here. Anyway. So, let's see. We need 2 of those. 2 more of them. Times the 4 Imperium that would be required. Times the 4 Tertium that would be required for the Imperium. Times the 4 Prudentium that we would need for the Tertium. Okay, so 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 4 is... Well, actually, hold on. I can do it by 4s easier, I think. Fuck. Just pull out the calculator, for God's sake. Have it do the math. It's 4 times 4. So I need 128 Prudentium to make that work. So let's get it. That'll be 2 stacks. Okay, you're not happy. Why are you not happy? Let me do it exactly, you piece of garbage. Got 80 uses left, which well within bounds, as far as I know. Okay. Now we got 37 uses left. Shouldn't be too terrible. Okay, what do I need for that gem? Just stuff. I'll just wait for the extra. I'll just wait for the loose diamond to show up. Shouldn't be too much longer. There you go. Unless all that down in overworld land is unloaded while I'm here, which is stupid. Just looking at whatever the fuck to make sure that there's no progression shit to do with blank gems or whatever. Nah, it should be fine. Okay, well, I guess we could just bottom this out and not really give a fuck. Actually, do I need one of these to make one of these? No. I could just make it now, but where's the fun in that? $37 per dungeon. Fine. And we broke it because we don't need it anymore. Perfect. 10 out of 10. Wood something again. Insanium block. Yeah, we could turn these into their higher level counterparts too, without too many extra steps. Just pretty great. Alright. Now we need to make insanium fucking everything. But I want to do that automatically, so yeah. We'll figure that out later. What was I holding on to these for? Oh, right. Okay. We'll make some cracked and then some chiseled. Okay. Just for shits and giggles. Then add some elevators. Actually, I've got elevators. Yeah, I do. Okay, so one thing I think won't change with any of my designs, probably going to be this central chunk, more or less. Probably going to keep it more or less the same level to level. So I might as well just sink some holes here for some elevators. But the corners and other areas are probably going to be whatever. And it's a pretty good thing to use as a metric for location, because all you got to do is go to the center chunk, go around to the corners of that chunk and put down the thing, and they'll automatically be lined up. No big deal. Yeah, and this top part's just going to be a garden, more or less. Here. Now here is where shit gets weird. But pretty sure I could put them in the middle of the air with a little bit of chicanery. Okay, so where do I want them? Probably not necessarily there. Angel block is pretty cool. Yeah, good enough. Angel block is also not tangible. Not to standing. Apparently. Didn't realize that. Either that or I missed it. Nope, it's intangible, which is okay. We could probably just make an outline for planning purposes. Yeah, we only have it 4 high, right? Yeah, we do. Yeah. So it does respond to picking and also other block placement, which is good to know. It's just a little unwieldy to actually use. Oops. Okay, and actually we want it a little bit sunk into this outline. And we might as well fill in what we have here. For at least preliminary stages until we figure out what the hell we're doing. Okay, chiseled, we can make them like that so we kind of know roughly where they are in the grand scheme. But another thing that'll make them even easier to spot, give them arrows. and have them point at each other. Alright, not terrible. You... hold on. Where were you facing? West. Face west. Thank you. I don't know why I am infatuated with spirals, just... I am. Okay, so this one goes north. So make that one north, that one north, that one north, and then just rotate. This one faces west. I mean, it's actually relatively simple. If you are here looking at a chunk wall, make it go to the right. Easy. Easy. So now they're all arranged properly. Proper-like. Oh, except for this one. Okay. Might as well do some additional preliminary flooring. Not terrible. All right. All right, and we can figure out the final level at a later time. For right now, I think that'll be it for me today. Throw the shit in there. Throw that shit in there. Fine, we can figure that out later too. When I am actually feeling like playing this again. Because I am fucking tired and want some anime in me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow if you feel like it, for whatever reason. Again, a short stream, but hey. And, as always, more to come later. Bye-bye.